Hello there, gamers. Yours truly, CLJ, coming at you with a video game review of Maquette, a first-person puzzle game from Annapurna Interactive and Gracefully Delay. Released back in March 2nd of this year for the PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, and PC. I got this for sale 3 weeks ago. I was taking care of Marvel Spider-Man, got the platinum and 100%. Now back to the main attraction and star, Maquette. I have to say this came with many surprises. Let's begin with the positives. It's a beautiful and breathtaking with its puzzles, layouts, the artworks, and environments. Each and every chapter, especially chapter 5 and 6, were beautifully crafted and made. Unbelievable how they pulled this off. Again, you will love chapters 5 and 6. The music soundtrack, wow, talking about another surprise. If the environments didn't keep you in, the soundtrack did. If you was to close your eyes, you'll think you was watching a well-made romantic movie with a twist. All the music and Maquette fires on all cylinders. The voice actors. Now, mind you, this game only have two voice actors, and cut them some slack. There aren't seasoned voice actors. Michael, I assume the player is Michael, but it's not said or told, just in my own opinion. Voiced by Seth Gable, he is known as Adrian Moore and Nip Tuck, Jeremy Darlin and Dirty Sexy Money, Lincoln Lee and Fridge, Cotton Mather and Salem, and in Arrow he was Count Vertigo and John Rice in Billions. And Kenzie, she's voiced by Bryce Dallas Howard. She is known as Ivy Walker in The Village, Story and Lady in the Water, Hilly Holbrook in The Help, Grace in Pete's Dragon, Claire Daring in the Jurassic World movies, and she directed both Episode 4 Sanctuary in The Mandalorian Season 1 and Episode 3 The Harris in Season 2. Oh, awesome fact, her birthday is March 2nd, the day Maquette was released. And here's another awesome fact. The voice actors are married in real life, so their chemistry and comfort is shown as Michael and Kinsey. Every time they talk, I drop the controller and listen with full attention. Even the ghostly message that appeared as you accomplish the puzzle so advanced in the game, not really a spoiler, but as you venture into the game in chapters, you know that it doesn't end well for Michael and Kinsey. I wish there was more dialogue between Michael and Kinsey, more of the good times and even the bad times, and wanted character models for them, but it was probably scrapped due to budget issues. Now, unfortunately, let's begin with the negatives. This game, yes, I know it's an indie developed game in studio, but this game plays like as if it was rushed. Very buggy, very laggy in certain spots during the gameplay. Now, fortunately, the game never crashed or auto reset my PlayStation 4, which I got back in 2015. It lags. It even freezes if you walk in certain areas when you carry items. It lags a bit, and if you have the motion blur on, it will sometimes freeze the entire game. Especially worse when you journey into the giant size areas. It's a pain that does irritate. Second, I was upset that there was no run button, which makes sense to having a puzzle game in. It would have been much better. The jump button was weak. It felt like you just lift your leg. I know, this isn't an action adventure superhero platform, but you do a lot of traversing, so it's a little bit more of a jump. So would have been nice to have a little more jump in the jump. This game needs some serious patches and updates for real. And spoiler, if you complete the game, don't press continue because you'll end up pressing the PS button to exit out because the game will freeze on you. Annapurna Interactive, next time, play test and Q&A your games. Lastly, this puzzle game has many difficulty spikes. Pure no hold barred old school. If you don't know what you're doing or watch YouTube playthroughs from people who completed Maquette, you won't get past chapter 3 and will be stuck in limbo. This game is without and have no hints, no clues, no directions, no arrows, no mini maps, no full maps, no NCPs, no sidekicks, dialogues, nothing. Maquette has zero hand holding. It's brutal for a cute and beautiful puzzle game. Had me begging for help because because chapter 3 and up, I was at wit's end. Don't be ashamed if you have to watch your way to complete this game or puzzle. Trust me on this. I had to admit defeat several times while playing. I went to YouTube and watched playthroughs from sections 3, 4, 6, and 7 on my first go. Because after that, then it comes acclimated to you, and then you can pull it off solo without that. Because it's barren and nobody's there, but up to your own genius of taking on the puzzles. And unfortunately, they don't really reward you for thinking outside the box. You have to think inside the box, but you have to know how to get there. So if you don't know how to get there, you're going to be stuck there, because thinking outside the box is not going to get you nowhere either. They could have added a difficulty mode where there's some kind of a hint without hand holding and not going to YouTube. I'm guilty of that. Maybe I just became soft and complacent with how gaming's hand holding and coddling mechanics are these days, where you literally can beat a game just by going forward. Definitely not for gamers with zero patience. And well, gamers, this concludes my review. Maquette gets a 7 out of 10. Great game, but suffers with great technical difficulties, issues, and its difficulty spikes. Like I said, earlier. Another, if you're a fan of Seth Gable and Bryce Dallas Howard, you'll blush and gush over their dialogue in this indie puzzle gem. I want to see Gable and Howard return in more video game voice acting. They have the potential to shine in this field and genre. Also, if you're married or with a special interest, play this game together and watch how it will enhance the experience. Don't get me wrong, it's enjoyable and inspiring as a single person like myself, but with a loved one, it's mind blowing and heartwarming. This is definitely a date game worthy of praise and song.